Youngblood, Zombie. And as the description says, a love letter to nurses. I was drawn to this one because my wife is a nurse and worked all the way through the pandemic. And those were some stressful times for her and for us as a family. What an incredible person you have to be stable and helping people through the things that are happening, particularly in a pandemic. She's no longer working as a nurse, but she continues to use that stuff in our family and with friends, and maybe someday she'll go back to it. But I'm looking forward to this one. I've seen those postures. Oh, yeah. I mean, you are so burnt out. You can't really deal with that. And you just have to keep going because you're responsible to the people you're helping.
Talk about the words they would hurt. They would hurt.
There's the smile. I really have enjoyed these recent Youngblood songs. I hear a little more auto-tune, I think, than I would like to on his voice. He doesn't need it, and it bugs me that the production standard is put it on. I'm going to listen through that. Like I've been able to do on some of his other songs and lots of other songs. You kind of have to do that now if you're going to enjoy a lot of modern music.
So if you were to ask about the pain, I would lie. I would lie to fix my mind.
Yeah, you literally don't have time to take inventory of what you're feeling and why you're feeling it. You just gotta go, go, go.
I need time, but it's running out, it's running out. I know that I can't live without you.
Listen to his dynamic growth there. I need coming out of Fry there, and then
but it's running out,
it's running out. He's using compression, so he's holding back air, not to the point of distortion. We've heard him do stuff like that before. He's right on that edge, and that's creating this brighter, more present sound out of his voice, being right on the edge of maybe distorting, but not quite. And you hear it come in a little bit there. Running out. Yes. Ooh. Did you hear how he sighed into that? Head voice, yeah. And then slides up into head voice there. What taste? You do. You don't even hear a break. And I love those throwaways. It's like a sigh out of a note, communicating this desperation that is happening here with this nurse. There's a little bit of grit and dirt that happens because of that sigh, because he's still compressing and using a lot of back pressure into the sigh. So it's not just, it's, a little bit of head voice, and then sort of slamming down into chest voice in the midst of that sigh, using compression. So you hear that kind of false chordy engagement. I've talked about that a lot on other videos.
Spaceship to the moon, but we'd crash.
Notice how much more air, yet it's darker. It's not as sheeny or bright. That's that compression factor. He's not compressing into his voice here. He's letting the closure sort of become relaxed and breathing into those notes.
But we'd crash.
A lot darker.
It wouldn't last.
I like how he grounds in that fry. Again, just ambivalence now, right? Just, oh, crash. He's a very conversational and connected vocalist. What he's saying is being said like you would be speaking passionately with notes. That's what makes great vocalists. Not just hitting notes, not trying to be good. And he is so far beyond that in every performance I've seen. But this one takes it to a next level because of how he's able to communicate with his own voice how this nurse feels. If you'd like help doing this with your voice, truly connecting to what you feel or what maybe you want to express someone else is feeling, and you'd like to do this with your singing, click the link below in the pinned comment or video description and join my free singing course. I'll help you get far away from striving to be good or just hitting notes into full connected expression with your voice.
It wouldn't last. Because the world is just a figment of the fools, a blank stare. They don't care.
Oh, here we go.
Say a prayer.
That subtle harmony under prayers.
Say a prayers. You're almost there. But it's running now.
You know how covered the sound is right now? I bet he's going to blow it wide open again here in a second. I love those variances in his voice.
It's running out.
Right? Running out. Closed, but also a longer posture. It's running out. It's running out. Yeah. I'm exaggerating, of course, but when was the last time you exaggerated your own speaking, let alone singing like that? This is why he's so interesting.
Now it's running out. I can't live without you. But this world will keep turning if you do.
Hear how he broke on World?
I can't live without you. But this world will keep turning if you
But this world will keep... No, he is imposing a break in his voice that he wouldn't normally have there by pulling the rug of support out from under his voice just for a split second.
But this world will keep
Try to crack on that note. But this world... And it's going to be like that. Now, I'm going to hold back air. Think lift something heavy. Like this desk is heavy. Right as I'm cracking. But this world will go. And then I'm going to retreat back down into chest while maintaining that compression. That's what we hear him doing. It's a wonderful way to introduce volatility and desperation, and yes, even aggression into your voice.
But this world will keep turning if you do. Would you even want me? Looking like a zombie. Would you even want me?
If you saw one of the Sleep Token videos I did a few months ago, you would know that my father-in-law passed away. And my wife, who was not a practicing nurse at the time, she moved into that role as a family member and as a nurse, being an advocate for my father-in-law as he was passing, being there for the family in a way that only someone who's a nurse and a family member could be. It was absolutely the most admirable thing I have ever seen. And how hard that was for her, watching her dad die, and the strength that she showed. Thankfully, she did get a chance to just unload and be comforted, and not only be the comforting. There's that wonderful, desperate scream, broken sound there. I love that about Youngblood's voice. He can impose limits. Like he sounds really intense, like he's losing his voice here at the end, but we know that he's not just pushing himself until he's done or can't sing anymore. It's what I was talking about before, where you have a control enough over your technique to make it sound like you're shredding your voice when you're in fact not, because you're imposing a limit and you know how to dial those sensations up and down for the desired effect. Yeah, the angel's wings. Oh. Yeah. Wow. Fantastic, relatable performance by Youngblood. Wow. So expressive, and an amazing performance also by Florence, the actress. Thank you for recommending this one, everyone. Please let me know what Youngblood song you'd like me to do next. And again, if you would like help relating to your own voice, connecting with it in a true, expressive, non-judgmental way, click that link below in the pinned comment or video description and join my free course. We'll see you for more.